B chick, we have to have a phone call. You know, you're in the we're doing this Patreon thing whenever you have time. You know, we can always do it another time, another week. Let me know what you guys are doing. How's everything going? Uh, YouTube, hello. LinkedIn, hello. How's everybody going? Chris and I, we're redoing the CRA Academy, so we're re-recording all the modules. So we just re-recorded module one or week one site selection visits, and so they're all going to be ready for the next class starting in April. But we're also giving access to our current students as we release them. So we should get them all done, all 8 of them, by March. So all the students who are in our current class, they're going to have like 2 modules to look at. So it's like double the learning, double the fun, double the pleasure. Yikes. So let me know what you guys are up to on this Monday. How's everything going? Site selection visits. It was an really interesting module that we did, and I can probably go through some of the bullet points if you guys want. Or if you have questions on Instagram, let me know. Is there a class today? I thought it was off. I think you're in the CRC Academy, Gabby. I think there is. I thought I saw it, but you might be right. Maybe Monica said no, and she just has the auto invite going. So just email Monica because it should be going on right now, and it's not. Let me check. Let me check for you. We're checking in real time. CRC Academy. Let's see. I'm logging in right now, and I'll be able to tell you. We appreciate your patience. Make sure you put some likes on here. How's it? LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube? What's up? You guys not saying anything? Are you in the November, December class, or are you in the February class? Because there is a class tomorrow for the November and December class. Or if you're in the February class, there's going to be a class on Monday next week. So it depends which class you're in. Do the step-by-step on site selection? Perfect. Let's do it. In honor of the CRA Academy Week 1 video module, I'm going to go through in a nutshell site selection visit. I was 2017 class. Wow. 2017 class. Yes, you were. Oh my gosh. And you've already had a storied career in clinical research. I mean, I need to interview you again. Just DM me. Hey, Christine, how's it going? Another fellow patron. Oh, Gabby, you're in February class? So yeah, there's no class right now. It's going to be next week on Monday. Technically, today is, yeah, I know you're Tamika. I know exactly who you are. Tamika, you don't need to tell me. Bear Down, Arizona. I know a lot about you. Okay. Of course, you don't need to tell me who you are. We're on a first name basis. Chris joined me to record this CRA Academy module. We redid week 1. So how do sites get studies? The process in a nutshell. Okay, potential investigators are sent feasibility surveys. Hopefully everybody knows that. They are also sent a CDA, Confidentiality Disclosure Agreement, or NDA, for non-disclosure agreement, followed by a synopsis. Feasibility survey is used to assess site capabilities and patient enrollment projections. Now, okay, what does that actually mean? Tell me if you know what that actually means, and tell me what the problem. If the sponsor sends sites. Now I got a question for you. I know this is question and answer for me. But I got a question for you guys. Extra credit for you guys. If sponsors already send sites feasibility surveys, then why do they even need to do site selection visits? And why do they ask this stuff again at the site selection visit? Let me know in the comments, and make sure you hit the smash the screen. Hey Joyce, how's it going? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Let me know, guys, your thoughts on this. Okay. Um, and do they always send a synopsis? They don't always send a synopsis. Sometimes they send the actual protocol. So it just depends. Usually they send a synopsis after the CDA is signed, but sometimes they just send the whole protocol. Um, the answers are to check that the info you are giving is true. Exactly right. Exactly right. Feasibility is a preliminary overview. One to make sure the site is actually there and not made up. The site can negotiate the fees. Yes, so all right, all correct. And sites tend to embellish. Okay, I don't know if you guys know this. And then, hello Charansaki, how's it going? I don't know if you guys are aware, but sites sometimes exaggerate their capabilities because clinical research is competitive and they try to win the studies, and sponsors know this. And it's hard to read the Instagram comments right now because my friend keeps texting me stocks that he wants me to review, because I do stock reviews as well. I've been starting to do biotech stocks on the Clinical Trials Guru and on the Clinical Research Circle. So PSV is needed to ensure site is real. That's let's start with that. The site needs to be real. Joyce says visibility is needed to make sure everything's ready to go. Exactly. So because sites embellish their numbers and their capabilities, the CRA needs to go out there and talk to the clinician. Okay. Usually the individual creating these or filling out these feasibility surveys from the site level is not the PI. It's not a clinician. It's usually a coordinator or like somebody like me, like a business person. Of course, I'm not guilty of ever embellishing numbers for my sites, but it is something that happens. Randy, how's it going, man? Appreciate our DMs a lot, a lot. Sometimes the sponsor doesn't. It's very important procedure that will increase the cost of visits. Yeah, we're gonna get into budgets right now because there is the budgets they don't do at the site selection visit the budget. Okay, but you are supposed to collect who's doing the budget at the site. Should they get selected, you need to send the contract and budget to the right person right away because, as you know, in research, time is money. Okay. We apologize for the noise, but we got something cooking in the kitchen. What is it? Oh yeah, steak salads cooking up some steak salads. Does an internship at the site level be beneficial for someone who wants to work at a CRO? Yes, it does. I mean, getting your foot in the door, and the site level really is the best place to be to start out because you're going to learn more of the overall process by being at the site level. You know, at the CRO and at the sponsor level, you can get so siloed that you're only going to like really master one area of expertise as opposed to at the site level. At the right site, it's a bunch of stuff. Been following you since before I became a CRA. Props. Props to you. I think I know where you work. I think the company you work for came up on my stock list as a potential biotech stock. I don't want to say which one it is to protect your privacy, but I think I know exactly who you work for because I was back in the day trying to get a freelance contract CRA position from them. They were a tough interview, by the way. And it's funny because now I'm going to review the stock. But you guys have had a good run as a company. I'll leave it at that. All right, so any more things about site selection visit that you want to know, let me know. Smash the screen. Let's trick the algorithms. Hey, Dan, any advice for a new research pharmacist? Not really. I mean, you know, you can do a lot of things as a pharmacist. You can own your own site. You could work as a site pharmacist. You can work at an academic medical center. You could work at a sponsor. Let me know more things in the comments on Instagram. But Yeah, I'm gonna I don't know if I'm gonna review the biotech that you work for. I go on Reddit and I see what's popular. So you guys didn't quite make the cut. You made the cut like a month ago, but I'm already late. So I need to review like a different biotech. But I know exactly who you're talking about. Would have been funny if we would have been like coworkers somehow. Denise fired up. How's it going? So advice for a new research pharmacist? No, I mean I need more info from you. Like what are you trying to do? What I need to know what you're trying to do so I could give you advice. Because otherwise I don't know what to say. Is it legal to pay an MD for a patient referral? No. Technically, it's illegal. What you want to do, what you're allowed to do is pay, and I'm no attorney. What you're allowed to do, the way I understand it, is pay a physician for their time. So if that means pre-screening, have them do an official pre-screening, give them an intake sheet. You can pay them for their time for doing that. Also, find out if there are competing studies and find out if the site has a database. Yes, that's exactly what comes up on the site selection visit. So, um, you assess the site and investigator expertise, you assess the actual enrollment projections, and you get specific. How many competing studies do you have? What is the standard of treatment for these patients at your site? You ask all these kind of things because if you're getting responses that are a little shaky, all right, a little iffy, then you know, okay, something might be off. Either something's off with the coordinator, or something's off with the site, or both, or maybe they're just having a bad day. Maybe someone's having a case of the Mondays. If you know what movie that's from, let me know. You get bonus points. One of my favorite top 5 favorite movie of all time. Somebody says thank God it's Monday. I agree. Thank God it's Monday. And apparently it's a holiday. Not even aware of that. Just found out that the banks are not open. And I found out that the stock market wasn't open. What is needed to conduct a phase 1 that patients only stay a day at the facility? Usually it's PK, pharmacokinetic blood draws. So they might be there like for 12. Usually phase 1s are overnight stays, but if it's a phase 1 that's just a in and out in the same day, it might be like 12 hours of PK samples. You know, I've seen those. President's Day. Yeah, rather odd. Who has today off for President's Day? Who has President's Day off and who is working? And who didn't even know it's a holiday? And make sure you smash, smash, smash the hearts on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on my least favorite, Facebook. But welcome if you're on Facebook. You have today off? Wow. I know you're a busy man, but are you on Warzone? No, I don't play games, man. I mean, I love playing video games. I have a Nintendo Switch, but I haven't even played Nintendo Switch all year. I haven't played my Switch all year. And so I love like Madden, NBA, MLB, but I don't get started because I just get addicted and then I won't be able to do live streams. Uh, you're off, man. A lot of people off working. Just came off of work. 24 hours. So if it's a phase 1 for 24 hours, they're gonna do PK draws also. You know, PK is like for phase 1 is what they do. Pharmacokinetic study. Man, we got a bunch of stuff. Good morning all the way out there in India. Over here it's afternoon on the West Coast. Wherever you may be, west of the Rockies, east of the Rockies. Nobody put where that movie's from. Maybe I'm old. It's not that old of a movie. Somebody's got a case of the Mondays. What movie's that from? Come on, guys. Somebody's got to know. It's funny. We did a stock video for one of the biotech stocks we were analyzing, and we got the interest of apparently this biotech is being followed by a bunch of like a rabid community. And for the most part, they loved the video, but they were mad that we didn't like, because we were just analyzing it on the surface, and we're not even like, we didn't research this company beforehand. We're just doing it on the fly, and they're like mad that we missed a bunch of stuff. So there's definitely an audience out there for that. What was the line? The line is somebody's got a case of the Mondays. Uh, Call of Duty. Yeah, I wish I played. Oh, I love that game, but I don't even have a PS5 or Xbox. I have a Nintendo Switch. I wish I would play it though, but then I don't because I wouldn't probably do these live streams. I think it's more important to do this, especially in a year like 2021. I mean, maybe if we're like entering another recession and there's no studies, I'll play some games. But right now, yeah, Office Space. See, okay, you guys know. You guys know. You're just ignoring. Any advice on how to stop, ask for a closeout on a trial once the PI loses interest after the SIV? This happens a lot. You can ask, just ask. Say, hey, we're not interested in the study anymore. I know we're activated. Can you close us out? They probably gonna make you wait like everybody else to close you out. They're not gonna do a special closeout just for you most of the time, but some of the time they will. Um, it's a tough situation. Office Space. Yep, Office Space. One of the top five. My top five favorite movie of all time. Uh, Absolutely. They don't make them like that anymore. Qualification of site staff is legitimate. That's right. More people working. Does one have some insights working at FL 503A versus 503B compounding families? I have no idea what that is. Hopefully somebody on LinkedIn knows. I never even heard of these things. That must be like regulatory affairs stuff. Working. Dan, I would like to come to your office for a few days. Yeah, if you're you need to email Chris. Email Chris, because you're a CRA Academy graduate. Make sure you passed. So we're gonna have to see your certificate, and then schedule it with Chris. We're gonna start letting people come back in. We were just talking about that. Uh, well, I don't know. Now I gotta say what the top five movies are. I don't know even know. I mean, I probably have 20 movies in my top five, but Office Space is one of them. Goodfellas has to be another. Goodfellas. What's a movie I like? Scarface has to be another. What? Yeah, but Pulp Fiction I wouldn't put top five. I don't know. I don't know. I would have to think about that for a long time. I probably have 20 movies in top.
Oh, you like
top.
that one? Hillbilly one.
Yeah, but that's not top five of all time. I don't know, guys.
Oh,
That's a tough
I
question.
know which one.
Definitely
You like
Goodfellas.
Pitch Perfect.
I do like Pitch Perfect. A little known fact about me, I love Pitch Perfect, the first one, but I watch all of them. And but those are not top five.
You love Pitch Perfect.
Maybe top 50. Uh,
Shawshank Redemption.
oh, Shawshank Redemption. Yes, yes, it was good. Yeah, so you like the biotech analysis? That was good. So back to the SSVs. Okay, and then I'm gonna go eat my salad. Um, yeah, Shawshank, of course. I don't like too many musicals, but I like Pitch Perfect. So then you got to find out what type of
Hamilton.
site is it. Oh, I liked Hamilton, but that's not a movie.
It's a music.
Hamilton's my favorite musical. That's easy. Easy. I don't even like musicals. That's my favorite musical. Um, Fight Club. Yeah, Fight Club's probably in top 20. Forrest Gump's probably top 20. Um, Type of medical practice: a hospital, academic medical center, a dedicated research clinic, an integrated private practice, an SMO, or other. Other is like urgent care, like these weird kind of places. They also do research sometimes. You're going to check for the patient database, okay, but specific to the indication. So how many patients are being treated for this indication? What's the standard of treatment? What referral source do the patients come from? What is the recruitment and retention plan? Here's the thing. If you go to the site selection visit as a CRA and the PI says that he or she's done 3 studies with diabetic neuropathy, but then you look at their CV and you can't find any diabetic neuropathy studies, what do? Let me know in the comments right now. What do you do in this case? You're a CRA, you go to the site, you do a site selection visit. PI says it's a diabetic neuropathy study. PI says they've done 3 studies in the past for diabetic neuropathy, but on their CV you don't find any studies. What do? What do? Go all at once. All at once. And while I'm waiting, I will put Donnie Brasco.
Green Mile.
Green Mile, yeah, but not top 5. I would put Donnie Brasco top 5. Maybe. See, that's the problem with top 5 is you run out of numbers really fast. I would have to put Jurassic Park in the top 5 too, because that was like my favorite childhood movie. Simply ask for a confirmation or point to where you can find this information. Yes, but more specifically, what's more likely, there's 2 things happening. Either they're lying or the CV is outdated. So usually it's the CV is outdated, not lying. And don't be scared to talk to the PIs exactly. Donnie Brasco, of course. Clinicaltrial.gov. You haven't seen Donnie Brasco? Ooh, we got a movie to watch tonight. That is a very good movie. You would like it. No, it's with Johnny Depp.
Who's the one with the
Brad Pitt's in the...
something about
Oh, Good Will Hunting's another one. Jeez, there's so many movies. I have 20 movies in my top 5. Ask PI for his updated profile first. Yes, or her. Come on, guys. It's not just... PI is not just he anymore. Okay, it's she. Okay.
them.
Yeah. Don't be scared to talk to the PI is very good. Prior trials. How many trials has PI conducted in the past? Exactly what I just said. What are some of the retention strategies, recruitment and retention strategies from those studies that you've done? Okay. Here's another question we got from YouTube. How should a site approach a budget increase after exceeding the patient enrollment contract goal? So you would email, I would let my CRA know first, and then he or she's probably going to tell you who to contact. Unless you already know who to contact, then you contact them directly and say, look, we've exceeded our enrollment goal. We would love to do more, but we've noticed some areas where we would like more compensation. And you just gotta find, like, you gotta go through each assessment and nitpick the assessments, right? I'm sure if you've done a study and you've enrolled a couple of patients, you're gonna find where you're undercharging, and then just increase those. And go like, I mean, as long as you provide a rationale, they should do it. Unless they are already getting close to their enrollment goal study-wide, then they're probably not going to do it. But if they're far away from it, you have a really good chance. A Bronx Tale. Yep, I didn't forget about Bronx Tale, but Reservoir Dog is good too.
Still haven't seen that one either.
I think Donnie Brasco's better than Reservoir Dogs. Should you expect a decrease in pay going from a CRC contractor to full-time employee? Maybe. Depends. Depends on the type of organization. I think the type of organization matters more than and how supply and demand. How much do they need you, and what can you do? Are you more of a generalist, or are you going to go from a place where you were a generalist to being more of a specialist? Or are you going to go from a specialist to more of a generalist? I think when you go from specialist to generalist, you're going from like a larger to smaller site, and you probably can command more because you're going to be doing more that way. So it just depends. Also, the location matters too, of course. But I'm assuming you're not moving. You know, you're in the same city. So you're going from contract CRC to full-time employee CRC. It just depends. Everything depends. Everything's possible too. Hi from Michigan. How's it going? I just talked to somebody else from Michigan earlier today. So what else you guys got going on? Let me know. Let's go through this. You're gonna do a site tour, okay, of the facility at the site. If you're a CRA, you're gonna look at the patient records. You're gonna look. Now, here's a question: do patient records have to be locked once or double locked? Do patient records have to be double locked at the site? Yes or no?
Yes.
Let me know. Because I actually don't know the answer.
Yes.
Well, medical records should be double locked, maybe. Should you expect a decrease in pay going from CRC contractor to full-time employee? Okay, I already answered that one. What kind of specialties would you recommend for an aspiring generalist? Coordinator. So, coordinator that does everything at the site. So, let's do a plug for the CRC Academy and break it down. Actually, I don't think. Let's see. The CRCacademy.com. I wonder if we break it down on there exactly what we do. Let's see. CRCacademy.com. The CRCacademy.com. Okay, here's what we teach in our 3-month course. Week 1, you got GCP, IRBs, 1572, protocol synopsis, IE criteria, informed consent. You learn all about how to do those things. Week 2, subject binders, source documents, progress notes, note to files, ConMeds, AEs, patient recruitment. You learn all about how to do all that. Week 3, vital signs, ECGs, physical exams, laboratory procedures, investigation of product. You learn all about that. Week 4, interacting with sponsors and CRAs, electronic data capture, query resolution, protocol deviations, IWRS, study objectives, study design, subject status. Week 5, SOPs, GCP, IATA, NIH, protection of human subjects, 21 CFR. Week 6, the individual CRC responsibilities when it comes to running actual study. Week 7, feasibility questionnaires, site selection visits, budgets, startup regulatory, pre-screening, recruiting strategies. Week 8, process of consent, paper and electronic source, site equipment, layout, calibration, IP storage. Week 9, site initiation visits and startup regulatory. Week 10, site activation. Week 11, regulatory and essential documents. Week 12, we start the internship. So that's, if you do all that as a coordinator, you are a generalist, right? That's considered double locked. Locked cabinet and locked door to the office. Yeah, that's double locked. So, but where in the GCP does it actually say? Because it doesn't actually say this. It says for IP. Unless you guys leave the door open 24/7, that's considered double lock. Lock cabinet, lock door. Yeah, I get it. It's actually triple locked if the outside door is locked, and then the office door is locked, and the cabinet door is locked. It's triple locked. Most sites do double locked. Let's go through a few more. Makes sense. So if you want to know how to be a generalist, just go to thecrcacademy.com. You don't need to pay for the course. I mean, it's great if you want to, because you are going to be a generalist after that. But just look at all those things I broke down and do that. What are typical site startup costs? It's your cost of living, a lease if you have one, and then a coordinator if you have one. So it could be 0 if you're sharing the doctor's office and they're not charging you. If you are the coordinator, you're not paying yourself. And so they could be 0 or it could be what I just mentioned. How difficult is it to start a CRO? Very difficult. It's much easier to start a site than a CRO. CRO, you're competing with, like for one study, there's only one need for a CRO. Sometimes you don't even need a CRO. For one study, you oftentimes need multiple sites. Please, is it a yes or no pertaining to pay cut moving from contract to full-time? Should we expect a pay cut? It's not a yes or no. It's a I don't know. Depends. Are you moving from contract to full-time? So are you moving from a small to a bigger site? If you're going to academic medical center, you might get paid less because you might just be siloed into a corner, or you might get paid more. Depends on the position that you're getting, right? If it's a coordinator, I mean, coordinator salary range varies. Go on Glassdoor.
That's why it's better to be a generalist.
Yeah, that's why it's better to be a generalist. I'm so sorry I just joined. I was at a work meeting. It depends on the organization. That's right. That's right. That's right. So I'm gonna go eat. Okay, I'm gonna go eat. But thank you guys very much, and I'm gonna do another couple videos today. Maybe pick a biotech and then do some more like a bite-sized one for tomorrow or something. So take care, everybody. Talk to y'all later.